Alright, starpuss, quit your biction. It's time for Project Nice Truck Update, episode 14. The first one in like over a year. Well, here she is. The old 96 K2500. And I was actually watching the last Project Nice Truck Update, which is when the HX35 went on, which was a really long time ago. So I guess there's quite a few things that I have to update you guys on, really. I'll just kind of go around, and as I think of them, I'll show them to you. Yesterday, got center caps, Mickey Thompson, for my Mickey Thompson wheels. Here's a real big deal. Look at that. For the first time in the 4 and something years that I've owned this truck, the tailgate opens. It's nice and straight. The gap is consistent. And just as important, it closes. There's my old tailgate. Rest in peace. I picked this one up for about 40 bucks. And then we got Napa factory match paint for a HVLP gun, and buffed it, and well, not buffed it, but hit it with a DA and base clear, and came out pretty nice. Pretty nice. You can see the reflection. It's not quite as clear as the original paint. It hasn't been buffed or anything like that, but for the 80 bucks I have into it or whatever, pretty happy with it. Also, it's a new to me rear bumper. It does have its own issues, but it's definitely a lot better than the one that was on there. And then those are sorry about this sun. The reverse lights are flush mount rigid LEDs. They're pretty bright. They're also bulletproof, which is pretty cool. Got rid of the 5-inch tip about probably a little bit over a month ago. That's a 6. It's from Summit Racing. New tires a couple months ago. These are Nitto Terra grapplers. It's the one step down from the Trail Grappler, which was on here before. They're alright. They look good. They spin a little bit more in the rain than the mud tires did. This here, there's the rust on the cab. That's the worst of it. Let me see if I get to focus in. There you go. So this will bubble periodically, so once a year I go and paint it and everything and just try and keep it from getting too bad. So I did that yesterday. We got rid of the Dodge mirrors. We're back to the new style Duramax mirrors. Got a new toolbox over the summer. It's pretty nice. Some of this stuff might have been covered in previous videos, but doesn't matter. Got autometer pillar gauges, fuel pressure, boost, and exhaust temp. Those are pretty sweet. Those are Sport Comp 2s. The HX35 was on for about 20,000 miles, and then I came across a good deal on this used A-Team turbo. Many years ago, when the original GM turbo blew, this was one of the choices at the time, but we wound up going with the stock turbo just because we figured it'd be easier to keep the whole thing stock and not have to modify anything. But I got a great deal on this and contacted Dennis, who is the chief owner, importer, whatever you want to call him, of this type of turbo, and I sent it out to him, and he put the updated exhaust housing on it and rebuilt the thing and took care of that. He was really good to deal with. And I put it on and probably had it on here for, I would say, a collective 5,000 miles or so. Pretty happy with it overall. It's definitely a different behaving turbo than the GM turbo or the HX35. The exhaust housing is huge, like really big, and what that means is it's a lot slower to spool. For example, you know, when I'm going down the highway in overdrive and the torque converter is locked up, you know, it takes it a little while to get up to 10 or 15 pounds of boost, whereas with an HX35 it's almost instant. I wouldn't say it's instant, but it's pretty close. But the cool thing about this turbo is that because the exhaust housing is so much bigger, it moves a lot of air on the top end, and basically it pulls harder, in my opinion. The truck feels happier on the top end. I don't really care so much about the bottom end because most of what I do is just kind of putting around town, and then, you know, it doesn't really matter if you have power or not down there anyway, because it doesn't take that much power to go 40. But having it on the highway is real nice. Still running all the stuff from silicone intakes. This here is this cast piece. This is from Peninsular Diesel, or however you say it. And basically what it does is it gives you the ability to run 3-inch intake pipe as opposed to 2.5, I think is the stock. Just it flows better, a little bit less restrictive. I got to come up with some better way to mount the sensors. I'm probably gonna wind up making my own plate here and do away with this and just have a 3-inch piece of pipe come up, which will give me room around the perimeter to put the sensors. But for the time being, that's how I'm running it. A couple things that are coming down the road. This is a Cummins fuel filter adapter that I got from one of my buddies, and what we're going to be doing is basically doing away with the entire factory fuel system. As I said in one of my other videos, this is just more to show you, and that's going to be 3-inch and then 3/8 from the filter to the injection pump with the Feed the Beast kit. So that's that. New batteries. The Napa ones lasted 4 years. They work good. These ones are a couple more cranking amps. So yeah, we're just trying to chip away at her, you know, little by little. And it's coming up on 200,000, which is pretty insane. Bought the thing with 137. It's funny how time flies. I missed, unfortunately, I'm kicking myself for it, but I missed it turning 197 630.8, which would have been the 60,000 mile anniversary. That was when was that? That was a week ago Thursday, I think. I think that's the day. Yeah, that was the day that I went up to see John and Jet and all them. But there's your project nice truck update. It's pretty clean today. Looking good. The wheel centers look nice. Just oh, here's something. This is one of those Chinese light bars from Amazon. It's like $28 or $32 or something like that. 20-inch wide. I obviously had to cut the grill a little bit to fit it in there. It's really bright. I hit it with some really shitty spray tint that didn't really come out too good, but it is what it is. And just wired it to a switch, and pretty nice. I like how it looks. I might get rid of it at some point. I did buy another grill, which is right there. I bought another grill before cutting this one up in case I didn't like it. I had something else to put on. But anyway, there you go. Project nice truck. Update 14. First one in probably a year and 3 months or so. I think that's how long it's been. But anyway, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching.